addition, they can manage blocked words and change chat modes. Live. Oh, new stuff. Oh. You know, I contemplated and contemplated and contemplated on contacting my past. Contemplated and contemplated and contemplated. And contemplated and contemplated and contemplated and contemplated and contemplated and contemplated. And contemplated about reliving my past. And then I finally decided, oh, there's some chicken. Oh, look at it. Well, we're not far. I don't think so. I don't think I'm that far from it. See if I can get there by memory. People have contemplated about one person. Have you? How many times have you relived your past where you finally was like, you know what? What's up? What's up, Marco, Chaz, and Farrell? Something? Chaz and Farrell? Hey, Farrell. Yeah. Well, I got y'all real quick. How many of you guys? And when I say relive your past, it's like, you know, going back to the ones that have hurt you, or you made a lot of wrong decisions. Thank you, Marco, Chaz, and Cass and Farrell for saying what's up. We're gonna get us some chicken, and we're gonna take the long ride home, or a long ride back. I don't know if I'm going home to my town yet, but I happen to be someplace where I came out to visit some family in a town where someone that was very near and dear to me for a long time, but it just was like never worked out, you know. And something that really stuck with me was, if you're trying to rekindle a situation with someone and it just keeps on being like, you know, negative, where like none of those people have handicaps or nothing. Okay, they're getting out. Well, I won't pop crap. Cass and Farrell, What's up? There's a lot of people that go to this, you see people, they need to police the damn handicap thing more. Now move your ass out the way. Yep, that's right, I got a handicap placard. We're gonna hit up Raising Cane's, put a little protein in our veins. And now I'm gonna have to break up the bill. But anyway, something that came across that said, you know, what are you doing? I'm about to get some chicken, and then I'm gonna jump on the freeway. So I got about 2 hours. So when I got some time that I could really, you know, pay attention, that's why I don't live every day. But when I can really like pay attention to you guys and give you my full attention, then I'll go live. But anyway, as I was saying, when you when there's someone in your life, and they said that when you're trying to work it out and, you know, make the best of it, and, you know, try to deal with, you know, and you know somebody's negatives and quirks, but it just keeps on like just not working out. You know, they're rattling your nerves. They said that it's a higher power that is just helping you to understand that it's not working. It's not meant to be, and to stop fighting it. And I have for sure relived this moment time and time again. Can you grab me? I got you. Death in spring, I got you. How many tenders you want? But it says it's the reason why it ain't working out. And the reason being is, no matter what, whether you guys' time is past, your time is past, your time is up. It's just you gotta let stuff go. You know, you gotta let stuff go. And like I said, I sat out here and I just contemplated time and time again. Contemplated over and over and over, time and time again. Oh, 3 chicken fingers and just 3 chicken fingers.
Just 3 fingers?
Yeah. I don't need any more fries. I had enough potatoes. D, what's the letter?
It'll be 682. Hey.
Time and time again.
You got it. You got 10 out.
682. 782. And I mean, I have been attempting to hold on to a friendship for, it's gonna be 30 years. I think this next year this year in, what's today, this 18th? Is today the 18th or 17th? In 3 days, it will be 29 freaking years. And the friendship just, it doesn't work. It just doesn't. And nothing against them. I just, I don't say for me, I guess that it's like I'm tired of the same. Like, have you ever like talked to somebody and you're like a month will go by, 6 months, a year will go by, and when you talk to them, it's like they talking about the same shit, different day, and you're like, what the heck? You, this is the same stuff you was talking about the last time I talked to you. What did he say? Oh, he said he's gonna say my name, and it's like, you'd be like, you don't want to say like the person is what like lying, and then got nothing better in life, but it just be like you're telling me the same stuff you done told me before. And then if you say that, especially me, I would, lots of times I do, I say, yeah, you told me that before. And the response would always be, okay, but I didn't tell you this though. You know, and for overall, I'm just like, well, what's new with you? What's going on? I don't, like, I'm not saying I don't. We all have our moments where we might talk about people we know. But it was like lots of stuff like that. It was lots of, you find yourself being like, certain things someone will do will get on your nerves or just rattled you the wrong way. But nonetheless, it's like, because they were, like a really good friend at a time. And I just know, like, because I spent so much time knowing them, it's like, I hate to just shake this friendship. And some things will say, like, oh, that's your son. But it's like, it really hurts my feelings. And like I said, I sat out here and I was just like, from the moment I got out here earlier, I was like, I'm just going to go by there. But at the same time, it's like, I don't, you know how you be like, I don't want us to be cool for a few minutes and then we're not for hella hours later. you know? And especially it's like, you get your hopes up like, okay, this time it's going to be different. It'll be better. We won't have the same negatives. And it just still, something ends up happening. And it's like, it comes to a point where you finally have to be like, okay, no need of wasting somebody's time. Because like when I come in the door, I'm coming in bearing gifts. I'm coming in, appreciation. Usually I'd end up coming out because I usually, like, we live pretty far apart. And I'm always the one making an effort. And besides the fact of just gifts, I'll make sure like I drop a couple of dollars, even if it's like 20, for like, hey, here for me sleeping in your bed, because I would have got a hotel. But it just seems like I can never do enough. So where I'll end up just rattling their nerves. And that's why, like I said, it took me like hours, like a whole, like, about like, how long have I been out there this way? About like 12, down here like 15 hours, and the whole 15 hours, I just contemplated and contemplated and contemplated. And it's like, I'm sure even now I could hit him up, but like the last time I talked to them, they hung up on me, and I'm just like, why am I? I'm like, they hung up on me. They cut me off, so why am I gonna rekindle something? Apparently, you know what I'm saying? Like, apparently they're just tired of me. So I don't. And like I said, that's just it. It's like now I feel like somebody answered the phone or said, yeah, come over, because they know, like, hey, they're going to come over and they bring me stuff. And not that anybody needs anything from me, because they're very, very well taken care of. They got their own. Like I said, it's just me now. It's like I'm not begging anybody for any friendships, you know. I'm not begging anybody to talk to me. Yep.
Alright, did you want any ketchup hot sauce?
No.
Alright, have a good night.
Too.
Always walking with Max.
You know, and that's where I feel like, because I think I was the one who reached out the last time, and it was once again where it's like they had hung up on me. You know, so I'm just like, I'm not gonna do that again, because apparently everybody was living their life just fine. You know what I mean? It was like, hell, if you didn't hit me up and I hit you up and you had hung up on me the last time I talked to you, and now I'm hitting you up, then you was all right not talking to me. And I mean, does that even find, let me tell you, even still, so it was like probably, I don't know, let's say a year had went by, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna reach out. And then when I did, you know, they're like, I missed you a lot. And I'm in my mind, it was actually bothering me. So I felt like, if you miss me so much, how come you never reached out? You know? And that just gets me, and it really was really bothering me, because I know, like, I really did miss them. And I was just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna be the bigger person here. But this time around, I kind of felt like, you know, and plus I'd seen so many things like, hey, there's a bigger picture, there's a higher calling out here that's saying, like, no more. Unfortunately, you know, you folks couldn't make your, y'all couldn't make it 30 years. Y'all not gonna celebrate. Especially because it wasn't 30 years straight anyway. But I want to say the longest, I don't even think it's ever been a whole year. One time it almost was, but it was like 2 days away from being a year. And my ex-homie hit me up. That's the longest it's been. That's why I'm like that. Their mind is so gone. Because they'll be saying stuff like we never went years. I tried to almost let it go a whole year, and they hit me up. Now it's just like, shit. Like, I don't know what to do. You know? It's usually like, I'm always the one. The majority of the time. Yeah, it hit me up once. Like I said, but I come to realize, especially where it's like there is no, like, have you ever, like, this last incident is so crazy. They're talking about a friend of theirs to me, and I'm just kind of like, I don't want to hear this gossip. Has it ever, like, bothered you point where you're like, if you're talking about this person so much to me, and you're just talking so bad about them, and they really think like you're their good friend, but you're talking so much trash about them. I'm not worried about if you're talking about me like that. I just don't like that. Especially when, like, and then another person will think that you're really their friend, not knowing how crappy you talk about them. You know, and plus they were telling me stuff I already had told me before, where I was like, I don't want to hear it anymore. And I knew it would piss her off. Me kind of interrupting. Oh, that might be going the wrong way. Oh, shit. And sure enough, I knew it would, and it did. And then it was like that thing where they call it gaslighting, where they're like projecting, saying stuff like, tell me I'm getting mad, and I'm like, I'm not even getting mad. I was sitting there listening with a smile on my face, like them yelling at me. I like me interrupting. Never heard of Armand Wiggins. But anyway, and sure enough, like I said, it's like I just got hung up on. And I felt like, okay, maybe you'll cool off, because that's my thing now. It's like, you hang up, you're the one who hung up, you're the one who got agitated. You call back. Or I guess we just won't be. And that's just where it is now. And it's kind of sad that it has to be like that, but it just is what it is, you know. And now I guess it's finally like, I guess that chapter's closing up, because it's like I'm just like 10 minutes away. I was no more than 10 minutes away all day, and it's like I really wanted to. But it's like, you know, you ever be like, I feel like I'm the fool. Or I'm being a fool. By being treated in a way I don't want to be treated, you know. Because it's like, overall, as you guys see me, I'm like, I'm cool with being by myself. I don't, whatever decisions I make, good or bad, is on my own. It's just me. To linger on it, and contemplate it. And it's okay. I don't have to worry about anything, just me. You know, because it's like having like a friendship, even if it's with a family member, it's like, you know, not everybody sees everybody the same. I remember they told me off topic, but do you like ranch chicken? Nope. No, I don't. That's why I'm not dipping in it. I'm cool with just having it butt naked like this. People can agree to disagree. But in that particular friendship, it's like, I know, like, I'm not giving any kind of respect. I'm always seen as less than. And I finally get it, you know. Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. But it's like, what are you gonna do? I don't know, what is that? They should let that be known way back there that that part was cut off. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's like, I know that it's like my voice doesn't really count for much. Especially somebody's yelling at you and they're telling you, like, you're getting mad, I know you are, and you're just like, I'm not getting mad. Would you sacrifice your life if you knew your kid would become Batman? What the heck? Bro. Let me say this before I get back to my topic. You had asked me something that was more sensible and realistic, I would have answered that. You know? But yeah, I'd sacrifice my life for my kid. I mean, and like my life as far as my freedom. It's like, it's hard to, but you know, somebody consciously put you in a situation. It's so, but yeah, my kid, my grandkids, I mean, I love them a lot. So there's a bit of sacrificing of myself that, yes, I would say, that's LA, that I would do. So there you go. Yeah, I guess I would. You know, it comes a time when it's like, we gotta accept the fact, because, you know, usually we know way early into it that we're not given a lot of respect. And it doesn't matter if it's a family member, but we'll usually, especially the closer somebody is to us, we'll give them some leeway. Oh, that's my mother, that's my brother, that's my uncle, that's my dad. You know, and you'll let them get away with disrespecting you. What's that? Okay. But it doesn't make it right, you know. They say, like, blood is thicker than mud, and let me tell you, it's like, I held on to this friendship for a long time. And I feel like I'm letting it go, because I came all the way out here and they were in my mind the whole time. Especially when you know somebody is really nice. It's like, hey, everybody has their ways about them. You know, granted that, you know, may not be likable at times, you know, but you're just like, hey, didn't affect me, so they are who they are in that sense, but didn't affect me. But it's like, now it's like it is, especially when I'm just like, we've known each other for almost 30 fucking years. 30 fucking years. And it's like, okay, I'm supposed to be the one to be like, hey, come on here, let's have a peace offering, a peace smoke, where it's like, you got agitated, you hung up, you know? And so where that's why I do like about YouTube, shit, Instagram, all of them. It's because it hears your conversations, and then it, seems to send things out that can help you relate to relax about certain things going on with your life. And so where one of the things is like, hey, if you in a situation or have a relationship, friendship, it doesn't matter what the relationship is, and it's just always, can get tense, or you get this uneasy feeling, or you feel, you just feel some kind of way. And that's how it's like lots of times where, I felt like, damn, did I gain just too much weight, or did I, did things shrink, or did I get, bigger? That, or I just feel uneasy, and I want to go. What am I getting myself into? What am I about to roll up to? And we're saying like, hey, something's letting you know like it's not cool anymore. But it's like, it really is sad. It really, really is. Especially when you're like, I know that they're good people. So that's how you feel with your roommate lately. Yeah, and hey, depending on how long, it could be 10 days, could have been 10 months, 10 years, 10 weeks. But like, hey, this might not be the right mix. On a roommate's circumstances, even different, because it's like, hey, for argument's sake, it's like you're dependent on them for more than just conversation. It's just like, what the hell? I said, just really like, it really hurts to know, like, I really gotta walk away. I just really gotta let something go. Especially, like I said, I've always been the one who's made the sacrifice of the time, the gas, the money, because that all goes together. Especially like when you're driving like about 150 fucking miles, 3 hours each way. It's like, that's a lot of time that you're giving in, and it's like you're not asking for nothing but respect, and that seems like that can be the most expensive thing to ask for. Respect and understanding, especially when it's like, if you know somebody who just got certain ways, like my ex-colleague, whatever the fuck, was we weren't in a relationship as far as they're concerned, so I can't call it that. But anyway, it's like when people just have certain ways, like they were really loud, they always talk loud, you're like, I'm right here and you're just screaming, but okay, I know this, and just like with me, I have certain ways about me that has just always been that way, hasn't changed. And, I feel like, especially if somebody's been this certain way for 20 years, 10 years, that's just who they are. And it's like, you're either going to deal with it or you're just not. And for me, I just dealt with it. Because for me to be saying like, man, you're talking loud, sometimes it gets too much, but especially when but I don't know. But I just thought I would just bring this up as a topic, just because, when it's like, you can keep on trying to force fate, but if a higher being or self, or whether you want to believe in a religious aspect or somebody that passed that's looking out for you, it's like, yeah, hey, you just gotta let it go. It's not happening anymore. And yeah, feelings can be hurt. It should be, it's natural. If you didn't care, it wouldn't hurt. And that's where you'll be like, I feel like I'm the only one who really got feelings. It's like nobody's saying, hey, go out the way. And for sure, not that I don't care, because I do. But but at the same time, it's like a friend had said before, and I saw this program that people, they are who they are, and it's either you're going to accept them, or you guys are going to constantly clash, or you're just going to walk away. And I have like a very small, very minimal, minute, very little circle. And it's like I'm cool with just me and my circle. I mean, I have to be, because I've been that way for a while now. So I was just like this close to just like breaking and seeing like, hey, can shit change? But especially, let me tell you, like, what really hurt my feelings about them is, I think we connected twice in the past few months, and my birthday passed a few months ago, and we hit each other up talking, and it was like, all I really wanted, I really did want them to acknowledge and be like, hey, well, happy belated birthday. I wasn't talking to you, so we weren't talking, so obviously I didn't get you anything, and I didn't write down a piece of paper, happy birthday. But they just kept on. They never acknowledged it. But wanted to keep on telling me about the people that's in their present life and their birthday, and whether it was coming up and them getting it. It was like it bothered me. And as much as I wanted to say something, I just felt like me saying that my feelings are hurt. Especially because I hit them up, and I for sure did them a super solid on their birthday. We hadn't talked. I didn't owe anybody anything. It's not even about owing anybody anything, and I understand that too, but it's like you acknowledge these people that you talk shit about. Like you drag these people down. But then you're all, but then it's like you're one way and then you're another way, and it's like so weird, but yeah, you're just totally ignoring me, because it's like, I don't want nothing from nobody. Because ain't nobody, especially the stuff that I got going on with me, it's like, I take care of a lot of stuff. I ain't asking nobody for nothing. But I just feel like, don't just ignore. So I just felt like, just like, hey, happy belated. Especially because I used to be a person, I wasn't so much as jaded. I had just, grew up from a past of, some really negatives always coming around with my birthday. So it was hard for me to celebrate. It's hard for me to want to. It's like I had PTSD, when my birthday came up, because I just, it was hard. And a lot of people can't seem to understand that, but eventually I came out of that, and I was like, hey, I'm going to celebrate my birthday, and I let it be known. And for them, they want to go by something that had used to be. Whereas, like, I have been said, like, I don't feel like that anymore. But now it's just convenient, I guess, and it's, you know. Like I said, you know, it's like, I don't even give a damn. With me, but that's me. I'd be like, well, you might not want to celebrate the birthday. It's the celebration day. We're going to celebrate. Especially if I'm your friend. You know? Because I believe in, I treat people like that. I'm okay. As long as it's just okay. But it's just, like I said, yeah, there's some people that, yeah, I just know, like, I have just been too good. I have just been too good to people. Especially how I feel now, it's like, you hang up on me. If you don't call me back, especially with something serious, I'm not talking about nothing, something silly. It's like, I agitated you. My voice agitated you, and so that's how I feel, where it's like, you know, then they are just done with me. They don't need me because they got enough flunkies in their life. And I just also feel like a friend, I will accept a friend. I want a friend to be truthful with me, you know. And I guess that's just it. Fake people are cool with people being fake and being shitty behind their backs, you know. And that's another reason why I'm like, I'm cool. I let people, you know, I'm one of those people who in the past let people hurt me, and then I still try to understand and find a way. There's even like now, I met somebody who happened to do I'm changing the subject, but it is kind of like the same lines. I met this one chick a few years ago now, and lo and behold, they had their own page. I have my page, you know. I felt like they were really creative, and it's like we had a little friendship going on, but it fizzled. It was weird, but I still like go check out her page, because to me she was funny. She was really creative, and I was like, man, you know, coulda, woulda, shoulda, you know, maybe certain lines people just shouldn't have never crossed. Who knows? But at times in life, I'm like, I wonder how it would be if and whenever, if our paths were to cross, when they do cross, you know, like, I guess it depends on how I'm feeling that day. Maybe I will be like, you know, maybe I might just cross the street if I see them coming, or would they speak to me, would she speak to me? There's some people to where it's like, okay, you know, we can't be this type of friend. We can be these kind of associates because, shoot, you know, there's a lot of creativity. We can bounce off each other. It's like, at the same time, you got people, it's like, you got people who can be envious of you for the most craziest things, jealous of you, and you would be like, I wouldn't even think that you would be jealous, like, of me. Like, what? You got this, you know, I got that. I'm doing it all by myself. You got somebody who's helping you, you know. I said it's sad. It's like, you don't even really know. It's like, because I'm done, like, really crying. I got some real stuff to drop tears for, but inside it's like, it really hurts that. It really, really hurts. Because I wanted to. I wanted to so bad. But I didn't want to bad enough, because at the same time, it's like, how much do I love myself? When am I going to respect myself and have some boundaries about that? I'm not going to let people just let them show me how they feel about me, but how they treat me, and then I'm always in my mind giving some reason, excuse, and forgiving a situation because make it seem like I'm desperate for friendships. It's like when I got shit on my mind, just as much as I love to come on live and be like I'm gonna splurt it out, and maybe it might resonate to somebody, and maybe I can help somebody, because I'm serious. It's like, coulda, woulda, shoulda, especially on social media, or just things I'm like, I wish like a family member, a friend, or I would have listened to some people who told me like, hey, that person's no good for you, and really understood it. That's why I put myself out here and I put my business out here, because at the same time, what I do understand is it's like I'm not just one isolated circumstance. There's lots of people who have went through some of the same things, and there's some things where it's like I just haven't yet, but it's like overall I'm more than happy to be an open book. And that's why it's like I'm just waiting, like, hey, put it out in that book, because we're all capable of doing something to be judged and looked down upon. So I don't feel like my sins are not as big as the next person's, because we all, wrong is wrong. And I've definitely did some things wrong. And that's just even still, it's just how I feel about, have you ever known somebody who even if it was 20 years ago, where they were like, yeah, nah, I never ate those cookies that day. And 20 years later, they're like, yeah, I remember that day I was eating those cookies. And in your mind, you're like, should I bring up to be like, you told me you didn't, And I knew, I felt like you did, but I couldn't prove it. And, and now here I was, I got mad at something else, but it's like where somebody starts bringing up stuff from the past and then acknowledging a lot of things that you're like, I knew it. But now it's like, okay, that was 5, 10, 20, 25 years ago. What? And so that's what I'm saying, to where it's like, hey, if I know somebody had disrespected me at some point, it's like they disrespected me. And now you just validated it. 20 days later, 20 weeks, 20 minutes, 20 years. Still hurts like it was a present day kind of thing, and it's like I got to love myself. Somebody telling you they love you is just like a convenient way of calling somebody baby when you having sex with somebody and you're like, my name is not baby. Especially if it's like, I'm not your baby, we're not in a relationship, I don't want to be called baby. Don't call me shit if you're not going to call me by my name. Which is all the more, not the main reason, but one of the main reasons why it's like, I'm so cool, I don't want to go through the dating and all that shit, and just to later on stuff don't fizzle out. That's not playing a violin, that's just being real. I've dealt with enough. I've dealt with enough partner. One too many. One marriage that just, we were young, so the marriage wasn't the part, it was the baby. And that's where it's like now, it's like I'm no longer, I don't have this fueled up anger. I just have like no respect for my ex-husband. And I'm sure he could care less. But it's like, you know, there was a time when I was just like, I want to ruin you. And now I'm just like, it doesn't matter because I didn't get a life insurance when we was younger. So, it's like, just let it go. Now it's for, you know, him and his conscience to deal with. You know, what I do, I'm a hope for him. And I'm going to say hope because especially the longer he lives, you know, if he doesn't get into some out of the blue accident and it just hits him like a thief in the night, we live long enough to sit back and reminisce, or our past negatives will reminisce on us, and then we have so much regret. You know, and that's why it is now. It's like, I'm not gonna feel like I'm gonna regret not hitting up my old acquaintance. Because like I said, it would just be me. It would just be me. Always making that extra effort the majority of the time. So I'm sure they'll say, no, I had reached out. I'm like, this will just be like my last trip. This way, with the intentions, you know. The intentions is seeing them. Now I just have to be able to just ever happen to run into each other. But I doubt it. But it's almost like, you know, like I said, it's just, now it's just like I've wasted just so much of my time. And time is money. And so it's like I've wasted a lot of money. A lot of fucking money. Trying to show somebody. Then I just feel like, hey, if you can't respect the fact that there's just things about that I just don't like, or just the fact of saying, or they're also just saying like, yeah, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna talk crap about people that I smile in their face. I'm just like, yo, on behalf of those people, it's like, hey, you don't gotta worry about me. You don't have to say long time no see. You should come around more often. Just like, why? Why? What for? But like I said, it hurts. But I'm gonna get over that pain. Time heals all wounds. I don't know how far I'm gonna make it. I stayed out there too long. But I was also, because I was gonna go and hang out with some cousins of mine. But now I'm just like, I don't feel like I'm just, as you know, it'd be like, I'd be taking these long drives and stuff, and then they're like way out somewhere. It's just, man, it's like, I don't feel like I'm tired. I'm tired of fucking. I got my own kid, and I wanna put more effort into and that's just it too. You young girls out there that young and probably and that have babies, and you're unlikely you're inexperienced, and so what'll come in your life, you'll put more effort into them and your kid. And you can, not everybody. I was definitely one of those young and naive, didn't grow up with the love of a parent. It's not excuses, it's just like, just looking back, reflecting, and because it's like, just because, let's say, anybody that might come across this, or a person that's even watching, you might not can relate, but there's people who can relate. So many things I could have did better, but I didn't know better. That's not an excuse, that's just facts. Like I said, when you know better, you do better. Unless you just choose to be naive and ignorant. Oh, I didn't know how tired I was. I'm driving, but I can sit back and just see myself now, and I just shake my head till, just like all the more, it's like, I may just isolate myself too much and end up, alone. Like, I could totally get if my kid was to just never, just one day, just never want to be bothered with me. I wouldn't think that they were wrong for feeling that way. I really wouldn't. Because I'm not one of those that's just like, oh, it's your mama, oh, it's your brother, oh, it's your dad. No. If somebody hurts you in a way that you deem unforgivable, you have that right. It's like people are going early now. D'Angelo, dude is like just 51. That's like, I mean, any age should be young, any age should be really older. But it's more like if you get to live in your 90s, if you live a pretty full life. And if you just still happen to be lively and everything, then that's one thing. But 50, male or female, it's like you're really at you are at the prime of your life. You're at the mid stakes of your life. Like, see, now I'm just keep playing in my head. What about your 20s? Your 20s, I mean, you're at a playful fun, but you don't, there's always exceptions to the rules, but you're at that where you're gonna go through a lot of things to look back on and reflect. Like, I look back at myself now, and yeah, the life I lived in my 20s, I wouldn't live that life. I wouldn't have been in that situation. I would have figured it out, like I always have. I would have just stayed their friend. I wouldn't have crossed the line. Care more about myself. That's what I'm saying. It's like you get a chance to reflect. And when you reflect on some things, it's just like, oh man. Like my 20s, I really just screwed up anyway. Got married, I had a baby, didn't work out. If anything, I feel like your 20s is not meant to be having babies. Now you shouldn't even be getting serious, Like I said, there's always an exception to the rules. But for the most part, it is about just living your life. And with not any major commitments to anything but yourself. That's the only thing. You're supposed to be committed to yourself. Gosh, I can't believe I'm getting super duper tired. I'm just tired of so much stuff. It's just like I want to give up on some things, and I don't want to seem ungrateful. I just know that it'd have been wrong for me to reach out. I made them agitated. And I'm not gonna change. I changed once. I changed everything about me. The way I dressed, the way I acted. Now it's just like, I don't care. It's like, take me or leave me. But you just got, for from here on out, it's like anybody that just got one time to treat me a certain way. That's it. Done. Now I'm just getting too old to be forgiving people. Especially people that, yeah, they're just a little too aggressive. Let's put it like that. People that were a little too aggressive anyway. It's like my feet hurt. My flip flops up. Let people get away with too damn much. Like, it's one thing if you're, as long as their lifestyle ain't reflecting you, but if it's, affecting you, but if it's affecting you, you know, you're letting somebody get away with something. It's like, oh no. No, we can't be having that. That whole thing is like, hey, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. No. I'm pretty sure that they would not. Well, it just wouldn't have been down like that. I'm not one of those like aggressive kind of people. Like, I'm gonna be aggressive in the sense of like, you know, people like they'll get so agitated with you that they'll put their hands on you. It's like, what's up with that? Luckily, it's pretty late. Not a lot of people on the road right now. At the same time, I don't want Johnny Walker to catch me swerving and then want to pull me over. Fortunately, I ain't had no liquor at all in my system. But I do have some. Yep, I did all that because I wanted some peanuts. And I gave up. Yeah, that's what it was. Last time me and my my previous friend talked on the phone. We were both stoners at the time. They're getting stoned. And I'm like, I wish I would say I'm about to get stoned. I just started getting stoned. And I haven't been that much, so I'm one of those really talkative. But that'd be like trying to make an excuse. Because it's just inevitable. But I have bit my tongue enough. And that day was just like, I know I'm about to piss her off. But this is hurting my ears. Especially when I know, like, you're talking so bad about this person, and they really look up to you. I can tell. I'm gonna tell you, like, I don't want to be that kind of friend where I know something they don't like about you. Let me say this thing. I'm not gonna use nobody. Like, you know, when I'm bored, I'll be like, okay, I guess I'll mess with them because I'm bored. That's why, like I said, I'd rather just hang out by myself. I am passing the rest area. But through the years, especially when COVID hit, this particular rest area is just not the spot. And I'm gonna go up there. That I want to hang out. I like going to Planet Fitnesses. For the most part overall, their bathrooms will be clean. And if it's not, you can just go say something. I'll straighten it up. Now they don't clean it. They'll straighten it up. You know, like a little mopping in it. There'll be some stuff to where it's like, no, y'all need to really clean it. If I work there back in the day when I could, and now I'm disabled. Now, I would have really been cleaning. Most of the ones I go into, they just half-ass do it. But I said all that to say a lot of them are 24 hours. And you can go there and at least the bathroom. But that's the main thing. You won't use the bathroom. Because overall, you can go anywhere and probably pull over, take a nap. But when you're in the middle of that nap, just wake up from it. You just gotta use the bathroom. And that's what be the annoying part. Finding the bathroom. My mind is being like, Now you got two sides of your family. You got your grandmother's side, you got your grandfather's side. My grandmother's side, we were mostly closer when all those elders were living. My grandfather's side, I never realized how much those people would like really like me and adore me until I got older. And now I'm like, I'm just so used to being alone. And they're all out, just, I don't know how many of them, but I have this one spot. I don't know, I could have had a good time and laugh with them too. But the drive is just so far out. Like I would have had somebody drive with me. Like my great aunt turned 100, my grandma's side. Nobody told me. I didn't get an invitation. It wasn't for my uncle, my mother's brother. But he was the one who said, hey, your invitation. Nope. I also just kind of like, he told me like, hey, just ride with me, no problem. But I'm like, it almost is a problem. Maybe I won't go. It's family too. I'm like, I don't want to be nowhere I'm not wanted, respected, accepted. I'd rather just be off, do my own thing, whether I screw up something or make something great. I'll enjoy. The perils of my own ways, you know. But anyway, I wish you could like change the topic mid, once you finish instead of like starting all over again. If I wanted to keep this going, but yeah, just reliving the past. And take it from me, folks, just over and over again. And that's why I'm so glad to, like, at the same time, if you change the pattern of the way something went, it could have been different. But God, I'm so happy that I didn't go too far. Especially because it could have still ended up the same way, and then you'd be like, wow, I had kept my chastity to myself for so long, because it's like I've definitely been single for, it could be like going on 4 years now, but for sure 3. I got my mind, let me see. Was it 20? This is 25, right? Okay, 3 years. And yeah, that's, the longest that I was ever was like about 8. This one says like 8 to 10. I get kind of lost. But now, life going on again, and it's been a little over 3 now. And I'm just so glad that I had a chance to cross that threshold, and I didn't, because I would have been really, really hurt, because it's like, intimacy is something that, I don't know if it's like older or you just get to a point where it's like, I'm not trying to just get my groove on. I'm not trying to get married again either, but it's like I want something to mean something. I want it to mean something. I want, you just want something a little bit more. And where it's like all the more, it's like, gosh. It's like I'm glad that I refrained from not going any further than I had already did. Do you like sunflower seeds? Of course. Who doesn't like sunflower seeds? Especially those ones like that Peanuttles brand, when they had like this, what was it, like a honey coated, or they had those Peanuttles that's like a toffee covered peanut, and then they had like toffee covered sunflower seeds. They're like cracking them open too back here. Especially be like long drives and stuff back in the day. When I was young, in my little 20s, I'd be driving down the highway, see my husband to be a couple times. I would rush down the highway, 500 miles in my little Z28, doing 100, zoom, getting down there, man. 5 hours, 4.5 was like the best time to do. I was flying. It's like you're so fearless at a certain age, from a child to even in your 20s, you just be so fearless crossing. We used to be like, for sure, it'd be like 4 of us, 4 to 5 of us, but 4 of us minimum, rolling through the streets of the city limits, just hotboxing like crazy. But it's like, we're just being fearless. We weren't thinking about that there would be any consequences, you know, or we were like, you know, if something happened, this is what we'll do, you know. And, you know, it was just fortunately that we weren't meant to be subjected to having our lives just changed because we went to jail. That's what would have fucking happened, you know. And that could have just, you know, trickled down to so many other things, you know. Especially because of, you know, our lives. We've had like kids, we had 9 kids at home, and that's why it's like, yeah, you know, yeah, definitely I can look back in my 20s, laugh at some stuff, be like, whew, I got away with that. But then also be like, oh my God, I endured a lot of stuff. I accepted a lot. I really, you know, did not give myself any value. And it's like, I feel like even still, I do value myself, and I know that I'm worthy of a lot now, but still not as much as somebody who's really got a backbone, you know, somebody who really thinks highly of themselves, and I don't mean it in a stuck-up way, but it's because it's like we should love ourselves, have some kind of morals and values, you know. Like that movie Heat, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. I'm not quoting it right, I'm sure, but one of the things Robert De Niro basically said was never get attached to anything that you can't walk away from. It really was like 10 seconds or something, but it was really like you don't never attach yourself to anything, you know, that you can't walk away from, and you gotta do what you gotta do. Especially, that's a good movie. I think it's called Heat. Yeah, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. Because it took me a long time, and it's like, yeah, I didn't have no self-respect. Being somebody's sneaky link, that is wrong. That is wrong in so many aspects. And it's like, you know the term about God don't like ugly, ain't fun of pretty. You will get punished for that, you know. You're already going to go through the punishment of being somebody's sneaky link, basically under, you don't, and lots of people don't understand it till later when they finally realize, I will never be anything more than just this. A piece of butt for somebody when they feel like it. It's not even about if you ask them to come over and they come through. They have to want to. Somebody has got somebody, their main thing at home, there's really no room for nobody else. There really just isn't. And that person overall, they'll know. They're going to come to a point where they're like, I don't owe them nothing. Because I got my main thing at home. I got my main one I want. Find a couple, there is no 3. Yeah, there's some people that have that kind of life, but that's different. And I'm sure they got their issues. I don't know of any people that personally that have those multiple, you know, like wives or husbands and stuff like that. And like I said, the stuff I see on TV, that's just an act. Whew. Those lights are burning my eyes. Those people are getting paid on TV to show their lifestyle or be a certain way that they want them to be. I wish I would have. I forgot I had some food for the animals. Well, I do have some. I forgot, but I had some more stuff. I'm gonna go stop at the marina for a little bit. How much charge we got? I just took a sip, so. There's a spot I used to go to. Used to have heck of rats over there. Then I went, like time had passed, and I went back to it again, and it was squirrels that took over where the rats. But the squirrels is like, they not eating nuts no more. It's like straight like savages. Just like, what the heck is going on? Another spot where it's like, especially at night time, I guess, I mean, because they're night creatures for the most part anyway. We're gonna go feed them. Hope I go the right way. I think coming up it's gonna be like 2 exits. I think this is right. I was supposed to be getting my hair done this weekend, y'all. And but my hairdresser had to call off because, their main job. And it was just like, what do I look like being like, one, I wanted to say to them, like, you do not have to say, I mean, if you got your job, it's because you was going to make way more money than what you was going to get from me anyway. Especially because I know I wanted something that was a little bit more simple. The last time I had my hair braided, I liked it, but oh my God, the center of my head hurt for so long. Like, even when I eventually was like, I gotta take these braids out, the crown of my head hurt for weeks. It's like, just stop being so tender. So I was like, I don't want that anymore. And I was gonna ask them for something kind of really simple. And the thing is, like, they didn't even charge me a lot when they did my hair. And I know, one, because it's family, so I understand that, And it's just like one of my relatives that I adore them so much, appreciate, and I'm so glad that we are like touching bases, clicking a lot more, but it makes me think about this one crazy ass chick. Oh my God, why she have to be so crazy? That's where it's like, when sometimes people, when there's certain kind of ways, you're like, are you being like this because you got something else going on, and you're just like, let me break it off with you before it gets too serious, or it's like, sometimes be like, sometimes people do stuff and they have other motive behind it, and sometimes it's just really them. It's like the one chick I met in Las Vegas, because she was kind of tipsy anyway, but she, without going through the whole thing, she goes, you can't even lie right. And I'm just like, I'm not lying to you. What are you talking about? It's like, I was just like, I don't even know you. I'm like, I don't even know you. So what do I need to lie to you about? And, that's what I'm thinking in my mind. But she had been tipsy, but I just thought that she was, interesting, and she was with her cousin, which was cool. And I was just like, hey, I know I'm safe. It's all good with me. laugh because, especially at that particular moment, I was like, I'm going to be leaving in a few hours. So, heck yeah, I'm cool to like hang out for a minute. Because that's all I really had was just, you know, a hot moment before it was like all over and time to go. So that's why I was wondering. So, like, now where I'm at, you see the squirrels coming out more so in the day. And not in the evening, because, you know, I guess like squirrels aren't really like nocturnal creatures. You know, it's kind of interesting, but they are like, they done became savages. Warm myself up a little bit. Hang out for a moment. I want to feed the birds. I got this big old box. Now I want something sweet. I'm about to eat some. It's like I got the munchies, but not because of having the munchies. Look at this big old box. This big old box. Did I see that? So I don't know. It says it's the giant size. But look, it was, how much it says? It was $8.99, 50% off $8.99, and I had a $2 coupon. So this box was $2. I bought 4 of them, but it was to pass out. Yeah, great choice word. It was to pass out to people, but it was also to feed the birds, or like that's what it really is. Like I wanted to feed the birds or something, but I was also like, in the event I ever just wanted to like eat a little bit, but I'm not gonna, you know, eat it all right now. I feel like something sweet. This is so bad for me. I'm also gonna put it out. I'm gonna throw some out there, and then the squirrels can eat some later. But oh, and yeah, and this doesn't expire until. So it wasn't like it was, for whatever the reason was that they had on sale, but I know it's like next year. But when was it next year? It's kind of blurred and it's in white. April 28th, 2026. So, you know, these are still fresh. And it's been a while since I had some Apple Jacks, so I was like, Death. At first I thought it was a death in spring. Death inspiring. Do I know you? Do you know me? I'm gonna look you up. Did I have my other phone in here? I remember I took it in the house. I needed to charge it. Nope. It might be the peanuts. But no, I just joined a while ago. Word. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I try to make it a point. But you know, if you're not thinking about it, you're not going to do it. But I said all that to say, I try to make it a point to go on other people's pages, and if they've got a page that, you know, where they're doing stuff, because some people just start a page and they don't do anything. So it's like, it's really, is it a point to join or not? I used to post video game stuff. Used to. Okay. Like Fortnite and Roblox, or what is this thing? I had liked one of them. They would fight with the guns. Oh, what's the name of that damn thing? Oh, I can't think of it. More like Grand Theft. Okay. Grand Theft Auto, that's just like another Sims game. That to me wasn't so. I like the other one. Call of Duty. Yeah, Call of Duty. Yeah. Look, as I said it, you were typing or whatever. Yes. Call of Duty. Big ass raccoon now. Now the raccoon is living over here. And where'd his ass come from? Now if he comes by me, I'm gonna roll up the window. Cause I'm gonna throw him some Fruit Loops. He's a big effort too. I made out in this place twice. Where I'm at right now. When I was in my 20s, early 20s. No, in my 20s. I take that back. I was like, maybe like 18, 19. And that was crazy. I remember like was parked further back, and this restaurant over here was still open, and happened to they were making out, and then came up for air. I was like, he's right here. Look at this big old son of a gun. You see him, his big old self? He is huge. He's a little whopper. I don't need to throw no more out there. I'm gonna startle his ass. Because he could hop up here and here's one. Thank you, babe. I have to put some peanuts out there too. He could have something, where's it at? Something nutritious. I wonder, is he eating them, or is he like how, you know, how the squirrels, where they'll put a bunch of stuff in their cheeks, take them back to the cavern. I want to throw him some peanuts too, but I have to throw him some peanuts too. One more handful. But look, he done probably scared the squirrels away. I'm gonna roll up my windows. I don't want him to jump up. Little big old self. I have tasted I have ate raccoon before. Like, I didn't eat a whole plate, but I tasted some. But that was probably like 40 years ago. I was a little kid. I remember seeing it sitting up on the counter and everything. Like, what the heck? It was skinned at the time. Oh no, he eating them. He's like, I'm not bringing this back home to nobody. They should have came out here with me like I told them. I'm like, I'm tearing this up. I'm like, oh yeah. Fruit Loops. And what is this? Is this a... Oh, he passed up. I thought that was a peanut right there. It's almost like he's like, I like this color. I like the green. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. He got him a peanut. But so yeah, anyway. I'm making out and I see somebody like jumping through. Like they trying to creep up on us. And it was just like, I'm not about to wait. And we skid on out of there. Then like fast forward like 20 some years in the future. And this, I'm gonna say very insecure individual I attempted to date. That once again, like I said, me not loving myself, no low self-esteem, no self-respect. Let them get away with too much disrespectfulness. And so I'm saying all that to say it's like, that's a nice view of the city lights too, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. It's like it's making me think about they crazy ass. I'm just like, I need to stop thinking about. But that was like the last. I said the difference with them is like I'm not a stalker, but I can when I want to check out their videos. Because like I said, they're like really creative, and it's like, man, I messed that up. I shouldn't have took that too far. And just kept us as just, you know, cool ass associates and trying into some friends. Because it's like, you know, I'm sure it's simple, but they know how to get past that on the YouTube and make videos with music in it. And I can't figure out how to do it without getting copyrighted. Unless I'm like remixing some music, you know, where you can remix it. But when I'm just like playing it on its own, on my own, I mess up. I get copyright blocked in some territories type of stuff. Let me tell you, this raccoon really just looked like a big ass raccoon. Like he ate all the damn squirrels. It don't seem like it's pregnant. It's like he gonna eat all these Cheerios. I mean, I'm talking about Cheerios. Apple Jacks. And peanuts. It's like letting those go unturned. Walking away. See if we can see it up there. Yep, isn't that his big old self right there? Or is that a rock? My glasses. My glasses. Oh, that's a damn rock. Oh no, there's back again right there. Cause yeah, there's a bunch. See, you can see them all down there. It's probably like I'm gonna eat every one of these. From the workout I'm getting. But see, Mom, like it's like I'd rather have these Fruit Loops than these damn peanuts. It is cute, I know. That's what I'm saying. I want to be like you, like it's a he more than a she, because it's so damn big. It don't look like it's pregnant. It just looks like it's big. And it's been a while since I've been out here at night. I'm like, I don't recall. And I've been here in the daytime. And that's where I for sure would see the squirrels. Oh, it's getting all blurry. Oh, it's going back in one of the rocks again. San Francisco. I was just over in not San Francisco, I was over at the aquarium. It's starting to taste like styrofoam now. It's gonna be fun giving these to the seagulls. When the seagulls and the pigeons, or the seagulls and the crows, the seagulls be all bossy. I'm gonna just throw a whole bunch of them out there. Them seagulls be trying running people off. I'm waiting a minute, where to go get some water. Alright. It's a little warm in here now. But yeah, looking up there at the city. Lights. That water looks so calm. It's dangerous. That water is deep and dangerous. Yes, reliving our past. I don't think that. Which cereal do you usually prefer? I like Cinnamon Life. Like, that's just like the stuff to me. I love me some Cinnamon Life. Cinnamon Life, just like shredded wheat, is a cereal that I can eat soggy. but I do prefer to like have that crunch. But I don't mind it if it's soggy. Let me think. Another cold cereal, like, but it would be like Cinnamon Life would be like my first choice for sure. And then like I like Raisin Bran. And Honey Smacks, or it wasn't Honey Smacks, it was Golden Crisp. That's crazy because I was thinking of mini wheats. Laugh out loud, they're so good, soggy. Yes. Yeah. Hey, like I think you probably like the first besides me that feels the same about that. But I even liked it from if it wasn't, from the mini, or even like when they were just like the whole, when it was just a shredded wheat and the big old biscuits, and they came in this paper sleeve. It was like 6 in a sleeve, 6 or 8. I wanted it to be like 2 sleeves to a box. Remember, my aunt would just always be like, "Don't eat my cereal, it's for my diabetes." My diabetic cereal, something like that. But yeah, like some frosted mini wheats for sure is the bomb. But hot cereal, man, overall flavor wise, really Malt-O-Meal. But Malt-O-Meal, I like cream of rice. Heck yeah, especially, oh man, some cream of rice is just, but cream of rice, Malt-O-Meal, cream of wheat, those are all like on their own level. And like I'm saying, like, but on the same tier, like they're like between 1 and 2. Cause I like oatmeal, but I like the rolled oats, like the whole. So they say like there's rolled oats, and then there's like just regular oatmeal, which can be like little oatmeal flakes. But like the old-fashioned, the rolled oats, because even though it's like oatmeal, they all taste, the flavor is there, it's all the same, no matter if it's just a really little light flakes or not. But I also like steel cut oats. I really like those. It's got more of a chew to it. But what I was gonna say is cream of rice, cream of wheat, and Malt-O-Meal for an adult, especially if you're not active, like super active. Like if I worked out a lot, or if I like to ride my bike like I used to, basically, if I just was very active, then it would be okay. But if you're not active, and like especially like try eating a bowl of cream of wheat every night, every day, it's gonna really, really, really show on you like that next week. Cause like that's why you give it to the babies. It's really like it's such a feeler food. Yeah, it could get you big quick. But if I was burning calories, and it would be all good to eat some cream of wheat, especially like the cream of rice. It's so yummy. But yeah, for the hot. But like Rice Krispies, Frosted Flakes, Special K, like would I eat those? Yeah. But but like you said, like which cereal do I usually prefer? Yeah, it would be between Cinnamon Life and the Frosted Mini Wheats. But not even just the Frosted, just the little wheat squares, period. Cause I like the whole wheat one. Put a little bit of sugar on there. And we're about to go to town. Now I got my girls thingy for using the bathroom. My female little urinal thing. Let me tell you, I brought it with me, but my thing is, usually when I gotta go, by the time I gotta go, I'm just like, I can't be fidgeting around with this thing. I need to go. And so it's like just drop and squat. Well, I have used that. I made a video before. It doesn't show nothing but me using it. I felt like it was a little too much. And so I erased it. Or maybe I'll make another video. Especially when I saw somebody making a video and they just have blurted out, blurred out the little boy, but they showed him T10. A little lover's lane. But yeah, let me just say this while I'm talking about I'm reminiscing off people. The individual, the chick that I had met, that turned out to be just a little different. How it ended with us in court. Oh. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, yes way. As much as I'm sitting here, like I said, I think about her and I think like, I have good thoughts. I wish nothing bad on her, even though at that moment she was mad at me, mad at herself, mad at me, because like the last thing I said was like, I'm never ever talking to you again. But she hit me. And just long story short, we just ended up in court. And funny, so like if you attempt to have someone charged and with domestic violence, when you guys are now going to court behind it, when you guys are having your dispute and they're like, okay, whether it's like, okay, we're gonna have a come back in a couple weeks, whatever, they will have one person, like one will be let out, and then they wait to go let them do whatever paperwork, get stamped before they let the other one out. And they had made a mistake and had let us out basically at the same time. She was at one part and I was at another, and part of me is like still like just wanted to be like, are you really satisfied with this? I wanted to say something so bad, but I just felt like I might get in trouble or she might scream, even though it was like, daytime, hella people in there. And I'm sure in her mind she'd be like, "You had called the cops first." I said, "Yeah, I did because I wanted you to get out of my car." But what did I say when I hung up the phone with the cops? I said, "I don't want any one of us to get hurt. She's out the car. I'm going home. What do you do? You want to one up me?" And it was like a few minutes later, because I saw the police report. She goes and calls the cops and just makes up this whole story, and then also adds on stuff. Well, that's what I said, made up. But from making up and then just adding on, like taking the little bit of facts and just to where it was almost like, what does this have to do with anything anyway? Even which is what the judge was like. You talking about other things that have nothing to do with as far as any criminal allegations, and that's you saying that I had heard her. Got to paying attention to people, um, especially they ain't got no license plate. It looked like they didn't have a license plate. Like, I don't want you parking by me. Especially what we done been here. I don't know if I've been here per se an hour. But before, like, they would be like, at least some police roaming through here. Activities. But yeah, like I said, it's like it didn't have to go that far. She did not have to go that far. But I do feel like she's one of those that's like, no. When it's going to be broken off, it's going to be, said always be aware. It's crazy at night time. Almost definitely. Nighttime, daytime, just got to be aware. Especially even in the day. Especially out here. Especially out here. But I feel like she's like, oh, if it's going to be over, then I'm going to make sure you know that you had a good reason for it to be over with me. It's almost like, isn't this cute? And that's what it is, too. Like, I think I piss people off more because I'll be like, hey, are you still mad at me? Because I'm not mad at you. I was never mad. I was just, if anything, like, what the heck? What the heck are you? Oh, my goodness. That you would think that I would for sure, especially all the stuff I had to go through, that I would just be like, oh no, forget her and the horse she is riding. I guess the interesting thing about it was like, she was the same yet total opposite of my friend I was speaking of earlier. Like, the only one thing they had in common was the brand. Like they liked the same type of soft drink. But one liked the blue can, the other one liked the gold can. It was like, what the heck? What the heck? As a matter of fact, though, I'm gonna actually put those together because I can't remember. Like, I don't remember I even drank one of the gold can ones when I was with her, but I wanted to see, like, what's the difference? That's so crazy. I should go to the gym. I'm just like, I'm tired a little bit. And so it's like, it's crazy. I can sit right here and yip and yap, and I'm not as sleepy compared to if I get on the road and drive. And it's like when you're the passenger, but I'm driving, but I'm getting tired like if I was a passenger. And that's not cool. So I'm cool just chilling for a minute or two. But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I also feel like I want to avoid people just because I'm like, my limits and my boundaries. It takes a lot for me to really be like, that's it, I'm done. And even if I say it, it's like I'm just mad at that moment. And it's like I gotta mean it. I gotta be like how lots of other people. I think it's the white noise from the road that makes you tired. Huh. That could be. That could be. Because I like to turn on like thunder and rain noises to go to sleep. So when you say that, whew, oh, I just got a little hot flash. When you say that, that makes a lot of sense. Matter of fact, I'm gonna roll the window down now because Mr. Raccoon isn't by here. Mr. Raccoon got its full and went burrowed back into the rocks. The white noise makes me tired. It's just like I don't even wanna. I want to say though the difference, like someone was saying about in the 20s. In your 20s, especially in your 20s, like you could easily, if that's a word, it was a lot easier to literally make some friends. I was listening to that earlier. All that we would ever be, all the friends. Deeper feelings across the line. So we'll be alright. Now we can change. Now we can change. I just want my friend back. I'm half crazy and I can't leave you alone. Oh no, if it's worth me holding on. Nope. But yeah, it's like to go out and you go dance or something, and you meet people, and it's like cool, and you guys start hanging out. And just literally, it's a cool platonic thing. But it seems like as you get older, or for most people, as they get older, they're just like, no, I need a mate. Not me, I'm saying other people. They'll be like, no, I'm trying to see if we're gonna be cool. I need somebody that I can love on and whatever. I don't want a bunch of. Can't leave you alone. I just feel like, why does it have to stop? But I guess if anything, that's the downer of being a loner. Something, somebody who just, whether, I don't know, I mean, when I look it up, they're like, hey, that's what your kind of sign is, like that anyway. But I was an only child, and my mom was for the streets, and I was in the house a lot by myself. And so yeah, I'm comfortable. I can be content and comfortable, but at times I feel like it's a curse. I'm not like just, oh, so I'm like, I'm not super eager to be around people because I don't like just go out and look for people, to be around people. I'm cool with just doing my own thing. But when I sit back and just think about it, it's like, it's kind of horrible sometimes. People feel like that you want more than. Even like when I was addressing this one lady, I went out dancing. I think it was last weekend, and I felt like it was cool because like when I do go out dancing, I just dance. I just do my thing, and now I can't for too long because I messed up my knee. And even though I had on my brace, it was like I had a good few songs in me to release, and then it was like, sit down. Leg was super hurting, back was really aching. But this young lady was leaving, and then I was just kind of stoned. I just finally last week was like, that's it. I'm not joking anymore for a while, But anyway, and I know I just probably come off like a weirdo to people anyway. But I was really being hypothetical, really, really was, because I feel like if I was really trying to get somebody's number, I wouldn't be saying about, because I was making scenarios about stuff, and yeah, I think I just made her feel some kind of way. I've always had a friend group throughout school, but as I got older, slowly I kept to myself more and just started being more comfortable with myself. Right. Yeah, it's like I'm with you on that. I'm comfortable by myself right now. It's just the times like this. The only friend I have is my roommate, but to be honest, it's not feeling the same. Now, is this like your roommate with benefits? You know, like take off your clothes benefits at times in the past? Or just like a friend that like was roommates? And you was just like, shoot, I could save some money, you could save some money, let's be roommates. And now like it's awkward in that sense, or it's just strictly platonic, and you're just finding that you miss walking around the house naked on Wednesdays after work, kind of thing. Nah, it's just friend from school, and I help them live with me. A friend of mine from school, junior high, is where I had met them, and we stayed friends. We got older, and then at a certain point, she got her own spot and moved, and had asked me, because especially she was like, you ain't got nothing going on with your life. Why don't you come move here? He's been living with me like 6 years now, I think. Okay. I guess especially like getting into the roommate thing. Like at the time, especially, you're not thinking about, hey, it's gonna be like for 4 years, 5 years, 5 months, and then we're gonna reevaluate. I could dig that. And what is it? Would you say is it It's an odd situation. I know. No, I mean it doesn't sound odd, especially if y'all just homies. Y'all ain't never crossed the line. That's what I'm saying. Like if y'all ain't never crossed the line or nothing, and y'all just homies, and now maybe you just feeling like you want your own private space back, or because I could get that, especially if it was your spot to begin with, and then you knew like they needed a place, and you was like, hey, I wouldn't mind, paying less than full rent, because whether it's half or y'all split it or whatnot. Because I definitely don't feel like that's odd. I mean, especially, it's a smart thing to do, especially in the way the economy is. And then if it's somebody, especially, you can trust alone in your spot, I think it's a smart thing to do. But I could get it where it could come to a time when you're just like, excuse me, hey, I want my space back. And it's like, how do you tell somebody that without putting them in a situation that makes them, where they're like, oh man, because they might be like, shoot, I only gotta spend $500 a month, and now if I move, I'm gonna have to spend way more probably. Like I had a buddy who he was roommates with his ex-wife, and he was like, it worked out great until not only did she got a fiance, and even though her and her fiance were like, fiancés for say a couple years, but eventually she was like, okay, we're getting married and moving in together, so it's all on you now. And the dude, he was just like, he worked like one of those door-to-door sales jobs, so he had to make a lot of money. And his thing was like, man, now I gotta pay all the rent, pay all everything, and he's like, I can't eat, so I could understand where it's and for her, she was like, well, I told you, gave you a year. I remember when she moved out and I'm helping him like straighten up, and he ended up finding like some weed, and he was like, oh wow, this has been here for like 5 years. I remember that day, and could have sworn that she had threw it away or something. And he's like, oh wow, it was right here. It was like, yeah, you see, that can happen. Oh, man. Cause my mind's gone half crazy and I can't leave you alone. I'm gonna have to stop coming here too. Especially because I had some wild times with my courtroom drama chick. With kids and animals, I'll be like, if they don't like me, something's wrong with them. But when it's adults, hey, it could be me. You know, I get that. I had a rough night before I joined, and I'm glad I found your live, by the way. Right on, right on. Thanks. That's what's up. I appreciate that. You know, hey, if anything, it's you've made it all the more. That's what I like. Have been doing this for. And vice versa. I appreciate the interaction. Oh, man. My legs are out. I want to do what they're doing. They got their dog. They about to go walk. Stretch my legs out, but I would rather do it with a dog. Appreciate being able to take you away from a little bit of the madness of the world. I want to relax, but being right here by this water is not going to be relaxing. I know it's like 3 and what, about 3 hours? I mean, wait a minute. Okay, it gets darker, so yes, that means like the sun will come out sooner. Oh, wow, excuse me. You know, I've been eating peanuts and Apple Jacks. I want to be somewhere where I can, when I gotta go to the bathroom, I can go. I don't have to now. But, I mean, actually over here, the one part will eventually open up. I want to say this like it's 6 and they do have some bathrooms, but I just wanted to hang out here. So I don't want to be tripping off of nobody's daughter. I got anybody's son. I got my own son. But it's good thoughts. Even my friend, we can't be friends anymore. Almost 30 years, man. That's what just really gets me. It's like, gosh, why'd you have to be so freaking... Ugh. He's probably saying the same about me. I got too far to drive to get to the town that I prefer to roam. Oh wow, my legs ache. Yeah, let's hit up a Planet Fitness and get up and charge. Now, those one that I used to go to out here, they only open like 24 hours. What's it, Tuesday through Thursday or something like that. On the weekends, they like close at 1 or something crazy. And it's just like, how the heck? Excuse me. The weekends is what should be 24 hours, but I guess they must have had something happen over there. Excuse me, to where it's like, nope. Excuse me, that's it. That's all that. Maybe Maybe the Fruit Loops and stuff is digested. And let me just say, part of me was going to say, what happened? It's not that I'm not concerned or care, but I just felt, I mean, you shared that with me. And, that was cool enough. So I hope that I didn't seem nonchalant or something. Not saying it's you, but sometimes people they'll say something to be like, hey, this and that, and to open up the door and help somebody so they can talk about it more. They put signs here to let people know, there will be no parking. But I never parked over here anyway, but it's just like funny how like, there will be no parking overnight here. When we go up a little further, there is people, cars and stuff camped out. I know one night, this is many moons ago, and I was in between places to live. Had this car, this Dodge Colt Vista. That's a cool little ride, just say. Definitely ain't hating on it. And I parked along here. When we like park on the opposite side, right on the side of the water, and because we have more space than now, they put this little divider there. Anyway, I was trying to get a nap, and it's like somebody walked by and they were like, hey, you alright? You shouldn't be out here. It's not a cool place to be at. And I was like, shoot, I didn't have no place. But it was like, yeah, no, you shouldn't be here though. And I for sure was like, okay. But that's not to say, like, I didn't even think about that marina back then, which is crazy. But just being parked along here, and that was just wild how somebody, as they're just walking along, they're like, hey, you shouldn't be here. And I was like, it is, isn't it? It's really cool. I'm gonna go to this one, especially if there's no cars over there. I'm gonna go park over this other spot for a moment. No cars, and I'd be cool with like stretching out. That's my entrance. Yeah, it's right here. Isn't this it? Yeah. Right here. And from what I could see, yeah, there are no cars here. It says no parking, but people park here all the time. That's like even cooler. Check it out. Yeah, that's like even nicer. I've been in a sitting position too long today. See if I've been in a sitting position too long today. My legs ache. Ugh. La 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 la. I would smoke a blunt right there if I had a chance. Word. I have, but I haven't ever let me see, what's the light look like here? Like walk through there, like with anybody. I have definitely on my own. But I don't do blunts no more, though. No. Gotta stay away from tobacco products. So it's got my breathing all jacked up now. Not like me being like asthma, but just like have this like wheezing. So like, yeah. So I'm saying, you bring somebody out here to these places, y'all gonna be doing too much. All right. I'm gonna get somewhere where if I happen to be sitting and falling asleep, I'll feel comfortable. But like I said, the main thing is me having to go to the bathroom when I have to go. I refrain from really drinking anything, but that was definitely a cool little spot. I had it all to myself too. Probably could have all night long. Oh, up in it, the girl, up in it, up in it. The city does have some cool spots. But I'm a bit jaded of the city. I guess it's because my mother's from there. And I know how it was a bad influence for her. But she's a big girl. She made her choices. I shouldn't blame it on the city. But not that I blame it. I don't know. It's just, I'm not the streets before you know it. I had that. I feel that when I felt hurt. Before. I don't like being by this big ass truck. Get away from it. Especially when it's just a 2-laner. Some lines of friendship, the reason why y'all can't ever just be friends is because y'all had crossed that line. And I know for the one that breaks my heart the most is like that was just it. We crossed that line. And I know, really shouldn't have. Because she was taken when I met her. She was already in a committed relationship when I met her. Now, just because she wanted to disrespect it doesn't mean that I had to be a participant. I could have just been the homie on the side that was like, hey, I don't condone what you do, but I'm also not affected by it. So, do you. I'm going to love you anyway. Oh, mine's going to have crazy. Shit. I saw this one young lady, whether she came out or just, right one approached her. She was like, okay, I'm digging your vibe, what is it when you, I can't think, I mean, I don't know how they met. I'm assuming that the girl had stepped to her. Listen, I love that. I love to see love evolve between two people. And the girl I'm speaking of is like, they almost like resemble so much to where it's like, are they gonna, like I could imagine them growing together, especially because this young lady is like, she's just, her book is filled up with with gigs and different things that she does on the side, to where it's like, what she got time for is for somebody to appreciate her and them not take her for granted, because that would be the biggest mistake. Some people, like, you met them and they were working around the clock. Now that you want to get involved with them, you can't expect them to give up something just because you don't like that you got to be at home till 4 o'clock in the morning until they get home, on average. White noise, no noise, okay. It's like I need the heat, but then it gets a little too damn warm, I just want that one moderate. Gee, I'm coming through, coming back, baby. Oh shit, let me stop. I can't even, oh god. I gotta keep a straight face. But I do look forward to running into my court date chick. We're gonna call her that one day. See if she gonna show up. was talking about. So what yours? So now I was talking about my crazy court date chick. Oh yeah, whenever I like was to run into her, if that's what you was talking about. So I wonder, like, so I imagine it at times, and in my mind, I'm like, when I see her again, I'm gonna be like, "You still mad?" That's what I always feel like I want to ask her, but then I think about I might just cross the street on her ass. Yes, I just might cross the street and be like, her ass is crazy. She gonna be. She was always like accusing me of like trying to do some type of hoodoo or something, and backfired. But it's like, you're the one. You are the one. Yeah, I'm like, you're right. It's like, as soon as I just started, I don't know, the white noise, the car or something. Not that far away. Not far enough. Oh, my legs ache. It's like, all uncomfortable right now. Yeah, let's put on cruise control and not have to worry about it for a minute. Why the hell you get so close to me? How long have you been driving today? Oh man. Well, it's about 7 hours. Telling truck drivers they got 8. Gosh damn. I'm almost done. I'm gonna take a break. So I just want to be at the spot that I'm used to, and I got a couple more before I get to my city. But overall, I just hang out where we're about to go. The bathroom, shower, and overall, you can feel pretty safe. Get my phone a little bit more little juice. It's like this as soon as I finally settled in, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this new iPhone 16. I swear, like that next week or two, they're talking about we got the new iPhone 17, which is way more this and that. But all that said, what I really appreciate about this 16 amongst anything is its storage and its battery life are way, way more better. Well, our previous photo is starting to cut up because it was like wanting to get an upgrade, and it's almost, I don't use it as much, but now since I have upgraded, when I do use it, half the problems I had before. Oh my bum. I don't worry, like, my legs was threatening me with a Charlie horse earlier. I sure don't want to get one. Hesperian Boulevard, that's where it all really took place. I was just about to exit. I was like, pay attention this time. Hey G, I see you, girl. Why don't you let me come over one old time sex? You know how I do, girl. Got me tired. You ever dated somebody or whatever, you was with somebody you're not anymore, and then you'll play with yourself in the sense of you'll be outside, you know, and you'll see somebody that may not be doing too well in their life or drag down, and you'll be like, hey, so-and-so, what did happen to you? You know, I do that a lot. Especially about my courtroom drama girl. I'll see somebody looking a little not well, and I'll be like, so-and-so, how you just let yourself go like that? It would have been way better over here. Oh boy, almost there. Thank goodness. I want one of those. I think it was not a Rolls Royce, but a piano that had like a hot tub in the back. What am I talking about? My old high school crush is what comes to mind. Yeah. Yeah. There was definitely some young men that I had crushes on. But I knew I was just still having an issue of figuring out what blah blah. Had a brain forgetfulness. But I'm almost there. If it's worth me holding on, 'cause my mind's gone half crazy and I can't leave you alone. I'm wondering if it's worth me holding on. Oh my goodness. The top of the signs are looking like things on a truck. Oh. death-inspiring. I really need to pull over pretty soon. I am feeling like blue, blue, blue. To the shy balloons. It looks like a sea of red ahead. You can call me Lyle. Alright, Lyle. You can call me D. Just the letter. It looks like a sea of red up ahead. Lyle. Lyle, love it. It's like Kyle, yeah, Lyle. Like Lyle Lovett. Country singer. I just see a sea of red. Do you see what I see? The cars in front of me. I wanna tell you. I wanna take you for a ride. With me to the sea. Come with me, my love. We got this, Lyle. We got this. Lyle, smile. All these fast foods. Krispy Kreme. I was named after the Raiders football player originally, though. I can't think of their name. I can't think of anyone's name that I can recognize right off the top of my head. Slow down, little girl. I was umpteen years old when I realized that I need to stop driving when I'm sleepy. Especially sleepy, and my legs just feel so woof. Yes, both been a breath of fresh air. Here's gonna be the crazy part. I'm tired now. I was named after his football player originally, though. So I'm like, wow. Is that their last name or their first name? And then what's your Raiders? You know, like the 85 Raiders. together. That is a good adaptation of how some people's lives are. One is free spirit, they're both free spirited. One is way more off the ground than the other. I was their first name. Okay, it was their first name. This is crazy. Okay, we're almost here. Thank goodness. I feel woozy. After you grew up in my jacuzzi. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh boy. Alright, keep it up. I'm not big on football. I like basketball more. Word. I mean, I know how they both go. When I was in one of those circumstances, I would watch baseball a lot, and we watched certain players from football. Alright, almost there. Almost there, kiddo. I feel like as soon as I get close, I'm just gonna lay back. Like right now, be the perfect, during this moment, would be perfect to fall asleep. I'm so serious. Because I just feel super duper sleepy. It's kind of hard for me to pick and choose between those two. I want to say I would go with basketball. I mean, football. Look, I'm thinking one thing and saying another, like literally. Oh my goodness. I mean, don't even drive in like 35 minutes long. You can leave it. Ain't no doubt about it. Stevens Creek. No, that's not. I am literally focused on. I know. I'm trying. My brain is getting a little blah, and I'm almost there. That's all, man. Just focus, staying awake. I don't want to ruin this. It's been a really good stream. This time around. And what maybe I'm messing up is like turn on the radio. Keeping it together. My brain is like having a conversation and playing it out. I That's kind of weird. Ugh. That's cramped in my damn arm. Oh, good. The meter sign had looked like it was part of somebody's car for a minute. Like, this is what I don't want to happen. I don't want to pass away driving. But I know I have no control for that. But I just really like, you know. But I can see that happening. It's late like this. And this stuff I'd have a rider, passenger. They don't get hurt. I'm the one who's amputated and stuff. You blow my mind. Oh, come on, Kevin. I'm trying to play like I'm the Three Stooges. Woo. I'm about to say that's it, but that's not it. That is one of them that I like to take, but and I'll go over to the grocery store, but it closes at 1. All right, just a couple miles, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I want to fly up there, but the cops will for sure get me. Ooh, excuse me. That tastes just like peanuts. Ugh. I'm gonna give what you can for it. Oh boy. It is coming up. Wow, we done almost made it. We're just not trying to make it. We want to have made it. Come on. I was just thinking about my great grandmother. How our oldest boy at the time was 7. He wanted to go to the store. The lady says, "Excuse me, Grandma, can I use your cord to call mine?" He's not sure. He did. Yeah, he could have worked out this for 5 minutes. Whoa. it. You can do it. Now, you remember that? Whew. Well, I am dragging. Oh, I gotta hurry up and get the hell off of this freeway. I am just, oh my goodness. The white noise is real, people. Now I'm gonna probably use that word too much. But hey. But hey, you know, we gotta do things. Oh, thank you, my divine, for watching over me and everyone in my path so that we make it off the freeway very safely. And yes, let me meet Sir Lyle, like Kyle. Oh man, my shoulder. I'm like, if I was to get on that massage table right now, I will pass the heck out. And nobody comes and says anything before, like, just the average Joe comes through there. They're gonna be like, hey, excuse me, I don't know if the lady is sick or something. But they're like, lady, and they're like, oh shoot, that lady stayed there all that time. Oh my gosh. I'll be like, yes, I did. Sorry. Now they embarrass. I think they want to embarrass me. I don't know. I'm echoing. I'm playing all kind of movies in my head. Look, I don't think I've ever been this tired. But I was fine until I started moving. Not feeling like this at all. Oh man. 3 a.m. Oh no, it might as well say 4. Do you know what your in and out is doing? What? I just think it's crazy how you can visually really be too tired and be just seeing stuff that makes no damn sense. I'm glad I don't have to, you know, here's my crazy thing. I wish that I wouldn't. I took out a bunch of my, put in the storage stuff that I want to use to camp out with. And now when I really want it, I don't have it. It is such bright lights, but that's alright. Bright lights, big city. Oh, you know what? That's what I'll do. I'll just turn it around like this here. But that's the perfect temp. It's not hot, it's not cold. It's a nice, cool breeze. Oh, I didn't see that part right there. I'm gonna park right here. It usually happens when staying up around 2 to 3 days, I think. Hogging them up. I used to sit on the massaging tables at the mall all the time. Yeah, I want to go in there and let it rub out my legs a little bit because they ache. But you know what? I don't feel like walking. I feel like sitting for a minute. Well, I haven't been up for 2 days, but I've been up all day. From driving, and I had some business that I played around for a while. Oh my goodness. But I have though been up before for like 2 days. I mean, I can, but usually I'm not, I'm doing something to where I'm not having to pay attention, where safety isn't a concern. I mean, it's always a concern, but saying I wasn't driving or nothing. All right. So first, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna chill here. Planet Fitness. See what making it up. Like, where is lying? What is lying gonna get me on YouTube? Anything, we just have a little rest. I got about like 60 more miles, I'd say, to go. Oh. To make it easier, we're gonna black it out over here. In here. I figured this out. I've had these things, the blackout window things, and I finally figured out, playing around with it, that I've been using the magnets wrong. Like, there's these little magnets that are in here, and I would be like, I put them up and I would say to myself, like, if there was just some more on the side. And then I finally realized, idiot, you're supposed to like spread them out. Like, here's two that are like right next to each other. They need to be like pushed down. And it's like, but some things, it's just, it's life. Life is full of trial and errors. So and I finally realized how, like, to put these up right, I had to like spread out the magnets on the sides. Like this one here. Where's this other thing? That's not totally, but time to take a little break. I would like sit down, but it'll make it so much easier if I just get out, put it on the back. Now all of a sudden, now that I've stopped, I'm like getting this hot flash. But I do really like this thing because You know, especially with the sun or something. And, you know, when you're driving, sometimes you're like, you just gotta pull over for a minute. And you like, you don't want people seeing you like taking a nap, you know, because you might be really out and just got your mouth open. So you can black out the windows or block out the main. Now, if somebody's just insistent, they just want to poke their head all up in your car window, then they're gonna be able to see you. Ooh, I had really needed to stretch my legs out. Oh my gosh. I would say to you or to anyone that has a car, to like, I think these weren't more than like $10. This little like window, little window magnets. Said they're great to give you a little bit of privacy. Now, oh my gosh, especially I think about in my 20s and those making out in the car moments. How like this would have really, I think about someone in particular who was already doing too much in the car. We'd have really been doing too much more comfortably. We would have had these things. Is that the right one? Especially if I would just, well, next time if I ended up retinting my windows, I'm definitely going to apply for the tint if I could get it like super black, because my eyes are sensitive to the light. That would be great to have my tint really black. Oh, this is perfect. And here's the funnier part. It's so right. It's like, yeah, while I'm driving, I'm feeling all kind of like tired. And the moment that I stop driving, you just got to be careful driving with tints at night. I think they block out the side windows more at night. Yeah, you know, to me, I can see out of these perfectly fine. Now you're right. Like maybe if it was super black, it'd be different. But since they're not, you know, totally black, but looking out is one thing. But okay. Um, I'm still tired, but my brain isn't so mushy and all over the place like it was when I was just driving just now. I was like freaking delusional. Like the whole path right now is like a blur. It almost felt like I was dreaming. Driving, that's so crazy. Already push this back. Yeah. I'm serious, it's so crazy. It's like, and I never tripped off of that. What you say, the white noise? But when you say that now, and you know, and then they have examples of this white noise thing on here, it's like that makes so much more sense. See, I had really considered, like, from seeing my friend, well, my old whatever the hell, well, yeah, my friend, my from I had planned, but I had also was told you contemplating on, well, I didn't say my cousins, they're at a campsite, and so I had thought about seeing them, so I'm prepared for that, and I was gonna go. I used to fall asleep on road trips because of it. But yeah, now if I'm not driving, heck yeah, I'd have for sure been and like closed my eyes and went to sleep. What I was gonna say is I prepared. I was just supposed to go stop at my uncle's and I had left my other pillow and stuff there, but I got this freaking body pillow. And I'm testing it out to see like how I like it. You know? Because it's kind of comfy and it's kind of not. My thing is just kind of like my back window. And I'm not really tripping. I'm like, if somebody is just that set on seeing me sleeping, you know, if I'm happen to be asleep, um, taking my little a quick siesta in my ride, then hey, I guess it was just meant for them to look at me. That's the main thing, like lock my car. So if any weirdness, my alarm will go off. But excuse me. How much should this charge up to? Just 40. I mean, well, I haven't been driving that much, but and I've been having this on, so that's kind of cool. Stayed on a pretty decent amount of time. I mean, it charged up a pretty decent amount. I got a meniscus tear in my knee. And well, it's been a lot of trials and tribulations about figuring out what's going on with it. But I'm so like looking forward to I go back to seeing my pain management dude this week coming up, because it is like I feel like it's just getting worse, and that's what I sent the message. I was like, it is just getting worse. So and I'm like, I'm not one to be just like popping pills all day. Oh, I would really be messed up loud if I was yeah, I wouldn't have been able to function at all if I had was if I took all the medication that's been allotted to me. I would be no good at all. But when I'm like, the the type of feeling or buzz that pain pills give me are just is like nothing that I enjoy going through. It's like I want the effects that Tylenol give me, which is like Tylenol just takes the pain away. All that euphoric feeling. I feel like that's what I don't get. It's like, because now some pain pills, I just never seen the police just pull over, but they might be talking to somebody for something. But I'm used to pain pills like Tylenol taking the pain away. Have you tried CB? You know what? Not I know to get the effects that I would need for the pain, I need to break the CBD down. So no, not in a concentrated form for pain. I use THC itself, and it did at a time. Well, it was more so like help me with my mood more than with pain. It was the fact of dealing with the pain, put me in a better mood while I was in pain. But I have heard people say about CBD and it helping them with their pain. So I feel like, and here's the thing, cause I grew some CBD a couple of years ago, and obviously, like, to smoke CBD is just like, yeah, to me it's like you're like, I'm smoking air. What is this? You're like, what is this stuff? But I'm sure it would have its benefits if I did just, make some butter, something out of it. So now I just say that, I think I'll do that. It's not even a maybe. Because I've got about, I don't know, I'd say about 3 ounces, maybe a little over. I think I'll take it out of my storage and, yeah. It's still fresh. I got those little packs and stuff. That's very true. Yeah, I got those little packs that, like they put in shoes, this type of stuff. It's kept it fresh. And I was really surprised because those packs are even like still nice and fresh. So I get if you put it in the right environment and you give it whatever it needs, it's stayed for a couple of years now. I had some that was in a glass jar and some that was in plastic, and I was really surprised at like how the fact that it stays. I wish I would have, like, I've got 2 big ass gallon bags of shake that's from THC, and but I wasn't thinking at the time about it, and I never put any of those moisturized, those little saver. I can't think of the name of them right now because it's been a few years and I haven't grown or nothing, and had just put that CBD to the side. So I actually had it at a family member's house, and they were just like, "You might as well take this because I'm never gonna smoke it," you know. Um, but yeah, I will do that because I do believe in cannabis for the purposes of. What about that flashing? Is it trying to be like, okay, that's it, it's over? Like something's tripping. Oh, where's the thing at? Even to flip the camera. That's weird. Did I do something? Yeah. Because even like the icon to like flip it around is gone. Huh. Someone has been trying to hack my stuff for like the last week. And I'm like, I gotta figure out. And the one thing I'm trying to figure out that I can't seem to figure out is I need to take more time into it. Is my Facebook. Because I had this one phone number, and I'm like, I don't have that anymore, and I'm just wondering if somebody like has it, and that's weird. Maybe I should. That is so weird.